This person right here. This is my son. People, I ain't never heard nobody talk about this, so let me be the first one because I know I can't be alone. This boy is 12 years old. I've been in his life, all his life, except for the times that when his mama kept him away. You know this boy had the nerve to say he don't like me and don't want to come to my house, and that he missed the times with his family, speaking of his mama family, and not his daddy's side of the family, like we don't exist, right? So he said this is taking up time. He said the 2 days that he spent over here feel like a whole week. And then he's not even looking forward to the 30 days he had to spend over here for summer. He said he don't want to come over here at all. Like, I'm a bad person. Like, I've traumatized him and did anything wrong to this little boy. We have done so much stuff, so much fun things. Spend time together, play basketball together, go amusement parks, go swimming, take riding in toys like this. And he had a nerve to choose his mama. Look at the camera, Gabe. Choose his mama over me like I'm around here treating him wrong. What kid don't want to be around their daddy? Please tell me. And as a daddy, this hurt because I know his mama got something to do with it too. But still, he's old enough to make his own decisions. And he chooses mama over his daddy, his flesh and blood. Somebody that can teach him how to be a man, but he want to be up on a woman all day. Look at the camera, Gabe. Tell the people how you don't love your daddy and how you rather be with your mama, and time over here is boring and you don't want to spend time with your daddy. Tell people how you don't want to spend time with your daddy.
I do.
And he act like I haven't been picking him up all these years. Like, what is the problem? Like, this not your first time at my house. But yeah, he hurt my feelings, world. He really hurt my feelings, and you can't take that back, Gabe. I'm gonna give you what you want, and I'm gonna erase myself out of your life.
I don't want that.
I'm gonna give you what you want, Gabe. That is so messed up on so many levels. I would never tell my daddy nothing like that. My daddy was in my life. I would never tell my dad, because I know that would hurt my daddy's feelings. I would never tell my daddy nothing like that, ever.
Okay, so to start off explaining this video, I'm sorry if you were looking to us reacting to it instead of this watching it. I'm sorry if you expected that.
I mean, we had to. People had to watch it to react, so you could react to it. What do you think about?
There are some things that I think that the video is going on and out, but I think usually on this podcast, first of all, we need to say that as a son, as me, I am glad to be spending time with my dad, because it wasn't my idea to do this podcast, it was his. So I should even be thankful that he wants to spend time with me doing this podcast. But at the same time, the dad should just feel like, okay, he doesn't want to be with me for a while. Give him that space, because who knows? By you just yelling at him saying, look at the camera, tell me why you don't want to spend time with your father, it's going to make him feel like, oh yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Yeah, it's all that. So you need to say, why don't you want to spend time with me? Because right now, to be honest, you were this sitting in your garage yelling at your son because he didn't want to spend time with you. What are you doing? Because in that video, sometimes people can be posting stuff, never saying what they did. So the real question is, what did he do? If he posted like a before, we will react to it. If he posts another video, we will react to it. But what did he do? Because he could have done something that would cause him to want to spend time with his mom more. So what did he do? Because I can't really just take the son's side. I can't really take the father's side. They went in and out on the video.
But do you think that that's the right thing to do, to tell your father that you don't want to spend time with him, or to come across like you don't want to spend time with him, and to basically hurt your dad's feelings. He said it openly. I don't think the father should have made the video personally. It's just some things you just,
Leave in
yeah,
your life.
parenting in public I don't agree with, but since you made the video, hey, it's fair game. But what do you think the son was, what do you think about him hurting his father's feelings like that?
First of all, you should never hurt your father's feelings. If you hurt your father's feelings, you really need to talk with him or something. You cannot just be going around hurting your father's feelings. And like he said in the video, he took you on a ride. I couldn't really see that car. I didn't really see it. It looked like a doom buggy or something. You guys went to the swimming pool, the water park, all that other stuff. And you still say, well, I don't want to spend time with my dad. I want to. So calling your mother and saying that it's not fun and all that, it's not cool. That is not cool to hurt your father's feelings at all.
Do you think if everything's equal, do you think a boy should spend more time with his dad or his mom?
I think at an age where they're
If
learning,
they both want to spend time with you, do you think you should spend more time or equal time? What do you think?
I think you should spend time with both. If your parents are like separated, you should say, "Hey mom, hey dad, can all of us, go to the water park someday or something, maybe for my birthday or something?" Instead of this, you can do that. Who said that you couldn't do that? Nobody said that you couldn't do that. They both want to spend time with you. What's wrong with them both? You can go with your mom if you want for a little bit. You can spend time with them. You can spend time with her, but you can also spend time with your dad. You can spend time with both. But at an age where he needs to learn how to become a man, I think you should spend time with your father.
I agree.
And like he said in the video, he needs to be hanging out with a man to learn how to be a man. So I agree with both of them, to be honest.
You agree with the son that tells his father? I mean, if
Both.
you don't look,
because why would you make the video to begin with?
Yeah, I don't agree with the video. But if spending time with your father is that bad, honestly, you probably do need to tell him. Now, it might hurt his feelings, but if it's that bad, then
you need to tell
him. You got to tell him so maybe he can, do better in what y'all do together. But if you're just being basically a spoiled brat, or you just I don't know, you're listening to what someone else is telling you, then you're not giving your father a fair chance. You're not giving your father a fair chance at you guys spending time together, you bonding with your father, because your mother, your father, you only got one of them, and you're only gonna be 12 and 13, around that age, for once in your life. So just blowing off your father like that is that's pretty messed up, and then I don't agree with making a video about it, but you made the video, so here we are. But what do you think his son, I think his name was Gabe, what do you think he should have done instead of telling his father that? Maybe his father made him mad and he just did something, trying to hurt his feelings. But what do you think he should
have just been like, "Dad, I don't really want to spend time. I don't really want to do this activity anymore. Can we try to do something else instead of just saying, "Hey, Dad," calling my mom saying, "Hey, this isn't really fun. I want to go home." You could have just said, "Dad, this activity isn't the best. Can we try something else? Maybe like going for a drive or getting something to eat or something." That's what you can do instead of just calling your mom and saying, "This isn't really fun. He's not really doing anything." Now that is what I call a spoiled brat.
And he's 12. He's 12 years old. He's 12 years old.
And on top of that, he said that he would go for rides. Now, Dad, can you play that video again for 1 second?
What part of the video you want me to play?
The part where he shows the vehicle. That's what I wanted to show them.
I want the world to see this person right here. This is my son. People, I ain't never heard nobody talk about this, so let me be the first one.
Let's look not that close. Not that far. Now look at this vehicle right
he
here.
Got the nerve to choose his mama. Look
that
at the camera,
would be
guy.
very fun
choose
to ride.
His mama over me, like I'm
can we go for a drive?
Treating him
now,
wrong.
You've seen
What
this
kid don't want to be around their daddy?
Right next
Please
to
tell me. And
video.
as a daddy, this hurt because I know his mama got something to do with it too. But still, he's old enough to make his own decisions. And he chooses mama over his daddy, his flesh and blood.
Say, "Hey, Dad."
Somebody that can teach him how to be a man, but he want to be up on a woman all day.
To be honest, that car looks pretty cool.
Look at the camera, Gabe.
I think Carter that his father probably did something that he didn't like.
And you don't want to spend time with your dad.
And as a father,
you don't want to spend time with your
you
dad.
like cars, so that would be cool to you. You'd be like, "Oh man, let's get it, let's do it." Maybe his son doesn't like cars. You got to find out what your son likes.
This not your first time.
Maybe that's why he don't like spending time with you, Dad, because you're not doing the things he likes to do. Mom does the things he likes to do. You don't do the things he likes to do.
And you can't take that back, Gabe.
But
I'm gonna give you
Dad,
what you want.
at the same time in the video, he's saying that
out of your life.
Doesn't really spend that much time with his dad.
I'm gonna give you what you want,
He doesn't really know what
he
likes to do
on so many levels.
So
I would never tell my daddy nothing like that. My daddy was in my life. I would never tell my daddy.
He says that he doesn't spend that much time with his father.
I would never tell my daddy.
Probably doesn't know what he likes to do.
He said that they do spend time together. I guess they, on the weekends they spend time together, and I guess the summer they were supposed to spend the entire summer together, but he likes spending time
with his mother,
with his mom at his mom's house. So maybe he's got friends over there, doesn't have friends by your house. Maybe he hasn't even tried to make friends by your house. I don't know, but like I said, you got to find out how many dads do you know the things your son or daughter like to do. Do you know? Do you have any idea? Don't get mad at them because they say they don't like hanging out with you, or they don't like being over your house when you don't even know what they like to do. You don't know what they like to do. That's a damn shame. You need to find out what they like to do, and then spending time with you won't be so boring or messed up. Am I right?
That's true. But I want to start a new thing on this podcast. We are going to I want to say that on my channel, we are going to start a new channel, which is going to be my channel, where we are going to react to these videos, and we are going to go through, explain these, and I'm going to blow this bubble gun whenever I agree with my dad. So I'm going to start it now. Every sentence that he said earlier, not one I didn't agree with. So, yeah, I do agree with you. Maybe he doesn't have friends around his dad's house. Maybe he should try. I am not a dad myself, and I'm not looking into it.
No, you're not. You're only 7 years old. Dude.
Blurt my age out.
You're only 7 years
blurb
old.
it out. Don't listen to it. So when this part comes up at exactly, I don't know what, this this pause and then skip 2 seconds.
What should
He should try to find friends. Like maybe he has a cousin that lives nearby, but maybe he has a cousin that lives nearby.
what should the, because the dad said at the end of the video that he was hurt and that he's just gonna like remove himself from his life. Should he do that?
No, because you're making it worse. If anything,
I agree.
like so you
I
got to
agree.
blow this bubble gum if you agree.
I agree.
Well, let me help.
Wait, but what should the father do then?
The father should, instead of saying I'm gonna take you out of Shutton, I forgot, but I'm gonna take myself out of your life. You should say, well, I'm gonna give you some time to think about what you want to do, to think about this, and then come back when you find out what you want to do, whose house you want to go over to. They shouldn't be mad. If anything, they should be glad that. Hold up, how long was he there for?
I don't know.
Like
but
2 days. 2 days, I think. 2 days. You should be glad that he's even over your house for 2 days. He's said for weekends and for summer. Those things are far away. I noticed I was sticking up the L. Sorry, I'm not sticking it up at you. Those things are too far away. You should be glad that he's even spending time with you. But instead, you want to go on a rampage. In that video, he looked like he was about to cry. So that didn't make it any
who
better.
the son?
Yeah.
And the father sounded like he was about to cry too, because they both were hurt. No 12-year-old is gonna tell you that he doesn't like spending time with you, unless there's something going on. There's something going on between you two. He's just not gonna. Your son's not just gonna hurt your feelings if there's no, there's something going on. There's something going on with him. There's something going on with you guys' relationship. And you as a father, you got to figure it out. You can't say, "Oh, I'm just gonna remove myself from your life." He's not your girlfriend. He's not your girlfriend. That's your son. That's your son, bro. He ain't your girlfriend. He ain't some woman you messing with. You don't got no choice. You gotta stick it out. So that was this episode of the Raising Carter podcast live. And
yeah, I hope you agreed. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be doing more of this if you liked it.
And
this isn't going to be the last time.
Every Saturday.
We are out.
Peace.
And I got to end the podcast with blowing some bubbles. Bye. What? Then it's fun.